Hello again. Welcome back to Space Engineers on the Xbox One. This is another quick tips and tricks tutorial. I'm going to share with you the wonders of Share Inertia Tensor, and I'm also going to show you some of the small control systems in the game. But I wanted to share with you as well the load game menu, because you can at any point when you've saved your game alter things about it. Now, some people don't actually know you can do this, but if you press X on this menu, you'll see the edit settings menu. Here you can change whether or not it's online or offline, creative to survival, auto saves, but also you can go again into the advanced menu. And as the previous video shows, the advanced menu has all the things you can alter in the game, as I described before. So what I want to do, though, since everything is set up properly, I'm going to use my creative save to introduce you to some tips and tricks when playing in first person or third person, and how to shift between first and third, because there are people who don't know you can do that. There are also tricks with the actual control of the character, how you can match your speed, which was introduced in one of the more recent updates, to an object that's moving. I have a small camera, light drone in this save that's perfect for that particular demonstration. So we're just going to do some real-time loading here. I apologise for the real-time loading, but I wanted to show you the whole thing from start to finish. Also, how Share Inertia Tensor is. Even for the most basic of drill rigs, the option is only available, as mentioned in the previous video, in experimental mode. So we are in experimental mode. As you can see at the top right hand corner, there are warnings. If you hold down the left bumper and the right bumper and press the three lines, you will get the warning about the game may break. This is because these features pushed the physics engine beyond its original bounds. Welcome aboard the Century Eagle. I'll just leave my ship, and if you've not seen this before, I will give you a quick fly around. This is my mothership, command ship, and the vessel is fully survival capable. It has some tweaks and features from the one that's up on Mod.io. I will put the link in the video description. There's the Eagle pod attached. But this is my creative save. And first things first, I have a camera drone. You can see it. If I want to get to that camera drone, really, and follow it around, I can do it with a stick like this, but if it's moving at some speed, that's going to be a pain. So aim at it, hold down both bumpers, and press Y. You will now lock your dampeners to the object you have in your crosshair. Now you can move around this object like this, but your thruster dampeners on your suit will automatically track and follow the object in motion, moving you up, down, left, right. So as my little drone docks and then takes off in a second, you'll see that I'll follow it. Now I'm actually not touching any controls bar the camera, but if I want to get closer to my drone, all I have to do is carefully fly forwards. I can follow it round and track onto it, and my thrusters will follow it. You can do this with people, you can do this with ships, most objects. Also, if you want, you can also hold down the right bumper, press up on the D-pad, and you will have a third-person view. Now in third person, if you want to change the camera angle, hold down both bumpers and tilt the right stick where you want the camera to look. If you want to zoom in and out, keep both bumpers held down, pull back on the stick, push forward on the stick, and that's how you control the third person camera. Back to first person, hold down right bumper, push up. Again, as you can see, I am tracking on this drone as it comes down to dock, refuel, and take off again. I'm not doing anything. There we go. You see it? And we're still following it. If you want to break that particular lock, well, there's a few things you can do. I always like to land, turn off the dampeners, and you'll automatically turn them off. You'll go back to normal dampeners. Everything is back to normal. The next part that I want to show you is the shear inertia tensor. My temporary base is here. So what I want to do with this, very briefly, is... Actually, I've got a better idea. Aha. This works on pistons and on rotors. So I'm going to very briefly, and I say very briefly, in real time, do a little bit of fiddling on my base and construct a thing for you. Now, even the most stable drill rig can be created with shear inertia tensor. So you have a piston, and pistons have conveyors on them, so you can link up pistons together because they also have conveyor parts. When you're doing this in survival, please remember to weld up the parts of pistons and rotors, because people tend to make that mistake, and they wonder why their ore or their stone doesn't go flowing through the system. So by now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you should know how to navigate these menus. If not, go back, find them, and there we go, an advanced rotor. We'll pop a drill. On that. And so now there we go. So I want my drill, and that should be the drill I want. There it is. That's good. So that's going to work. Can I fit more drills on? Yes, I think I can. That's what I want to do. Fit more drills on. Because everybody wants to build drill rigs with huge amounts of drills. And if you notice, if I put more drills on this, you'll see it's starting. And this is without the rotor turning. Oh look, it's starting to wobble. See that? Now that isn't with the piston extended. You can see the wobble's actually quite dramatic. So we want to go into the control panel and we want to do this again, find drill. And because we're now accessing this, you'll notice that these drills are off. Anything that's on your grid is in white. It will change colour if it's on what's called a subgrid. And this is on a subgrid, but because I'm accessing it now from here, I can see which one. So I want to turn on this drill, this drill, this drill, and this drill. You can do this by pressing X over the object, and you'll see we are starting to shake quite badly, and that's without the piston extended or the rotor turning. So what I want to do is I want to add shear inertia tensor to the piston and to the rotor. And if Space Engineers is behaving itself, that's if it's behaving itself, you'll see as I turn the rotor on, something has happened. Even with just the rotor, shear inertia tensor has prevented that awful wobble. If you can see that. On the screen there. I will stop the rotor again. Bring the speed down. You can put these, as I said, on pistons and rotors, and they will save you a lot of issues with visits from the mighty and devastating Lord Clang. So, how to do it? Again, go into the control panel. You need to find your advanced rotor, in my case. Type in the search bar the first few letters, like ADV for advanced, and then I happen to know that the deep orange one is my new advanced rotor. And if you remember the rule, you can use the left stick to jump windows and the D-pad to go between menu items, and then jump the left stick to the right once, then come down from toggle block all the way to shear inertia tensor. You press A and you will change the setting. There you go. Now look at the shake. Look at that shake in the background. That is some vicious shake. That shake will vanish the moment I hit A. Boom. Shear inertia tensor. One of the best things to happen to Space Engineers. And this will make your drill rigs and anything with pistons and rotors rock solid. Same deal on the piston. Press X on the control panel of the piston. Flick across until you come down with the D-pad, hit shear inertia tensor, back out of the menu, and everything is good. So when that piston extends, you'll find that it will go down perfectly and everything will be good. So we can do that just by hitting reverse. You'll see the pistons extending, drill rigs coming down, these drills heading towards the floor. We're starting to drill, cutting into the ground, We'll add some rotation on this in a second. Just wait for it to slow down and stop. See, there's the drill. You can turn any of these on and off. Go to the advanced rotor, because advanced rotors don't have their own little control panels. And we will flick down until we get to velocity, and we'll set the velocity to 1 RPM, or actually, yeah, 1 RPM or something, as you'll see. Drill rig's turning. Everything's all well and good, and that is some control tips and tricks and the good old share inertia tensor. There will be more tutorial videos go along. Please feel free to leave a comment if you've got a little thing you want to learn how to do and I know how to do it. Let me know, and if I haven't covered it, I'll put up a video and I will show you the thing in action. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, take care, until the next one. Bye.